Hello, my friends. What does the Roaring 20s have in common with 2024 or this decade? Let me tell you. Number one, spending. In the Roaring 20s, the government said we have a great economy and everyone was excited. You've seen some of the videos, some of the television programs from back in the 20s. Everybody excited. You know, they had cars, cars were new. They had new things in their homes. They had stoves and bathrooms in their homes. All of that stuff was new in the 20s and the stock market was booming. Everybody was excited. That's why they called it the Roaring 20s. And the government was saying, we have a great economy. We're the greatest in the world. And so people were excited. Number two, the rise of personal and government debt. It was happening in the 20s and it's happening now. The government was doing the same thing that they're doing now, borrowing more money to put into the economy. It pushed the stock market up and up and up. People were just excited. The government was putting money into new industry, the cars and the appliances and things like that, similar to now. Number three, in the 1920s, everyone was excited. They had more money in their pocket. So they were pursuing luxury. They were pursuing vacations and new experiences, things that they had never done before because they were excited about the economy. Sounds similar to now. We're excited about what's going on. We're excited about AI and what it can do and robotics and things of that nature. Everyone's excited and investing in the stock market. We're gonna get rich. We're all excited. Number four similarity. I just mentioned the excitement. People back then, as well as now, were actually borrowing money to invest in the stock market, to invest in all the new innovation. And they're doing it now. I've recently heard about someone that pulled out their 401k, which wasn't moving fast enough to invest in some individual stocks like Nvidia. I love Nvidia, but I'm not going to put everything into Nvidia, and I hope you wouldn't do the same. But people are actually borrowing. They're taking their savings. They're selling their properties. They're getting second mortgages to invest in the stock market. Why? Because the government and society is saying, oh, the stock market's booming and we're doing great. This is the greatest economy in the world. But is it? That's the question. Actually, this country is in more debt than it's ever been in our history. Individuals are in more debt than we've ever been in the history of America. Number five, the changes in savings behavior. People stop saving so that they can invest back then. We're doing the same thing again. People aren't saving. They're saying, I'm going to get rich now. I'm going to do it while it's happening. While the stock market is booming, I'm taking my savings and I'm putting it in the stock market. I'm going all out. I'm going to get rich. Is that a good idea? I don't think so. All right. So ultimately, what's the impact of all this? What's the risk? Everything could continue to go as it's been going. The stock market keeps booming. Our income continues to grow. But how long can that continue? There's natural law that says what goes up must come down. Even the stock market, even a great economy. I don't necessarily believe that it's a great economy. I think that's what the government's telling us. But a lot of us believe that it's a great economy. And we could be set up for the fall. What else could affect our finances? What else is going on? What else might impact us? Well, one of the things that's going on right now is Saudi Arabia just threatened Europe and the United States with an embargo, cutting off the oil supply from Saudi Arabia to us. What impact would that have? I think the price of gas, the price of oil would shoot up dramatically, probably like we've never seen it before. AI can and is changing the environment that we live in. Walmart just announced that approximately a month or two ago, one in California, one in Arizona, they opened up warehouses in which robots are doing majority of the labor. The only job of the humans was to walk around with iPads and control those electronics. That means a possible loss in jobs. Is that the trend? Walmart was the trend for the big box stores for the cheap products. Are they setting a new trend that others are going to follow? Perhaps. That's something to be aware of. How about Amazon? Amazon has already changed the world. Things are delivered. We don't jump in our car and go to the mall as much. We don't go to retail stores. In fact, a lot of retail stores have either shut down or cut down their operations. Malls are empty if they're still in operation. Why? Because organizations are going online and shipping product through Amazon and other companies like that. So those locations are no longer needed. That's a job cut. AI is taking jobs. This Amazon type organization is cutting jobs. Who is it going to impact? If you're in that area, occupation wise, where manual labor, retail stores or production of some product, can that job be replaced by some type of AI? Most definitely, it's headed in that direction. That's why we need to be thinking about how are these changes going to impact us, our future, our finances. I don't want us to be walking blindly, believing when the government says, great economy, things are going good, we're in the greatest country in the world. I don't want us to walk blindly and listen to that. Social media, the cable news, they tell us what they want us to know. Remember, cable news these days are owned by private individuals. It's a for-profit organization. That's why there's such a difference between CNN and Fox News. They tell you totally different things on one subject because they have an agenda. I don't want you to listen to that. I want you to learn for yourself. I want you to read. I want you to get on the internet, look at different opinions and come to a conclusion as to what's right, what's going on. My mother always said, where there's smoke, there's fire. So when people talk about a scary economic future, there may be some fire where that smoke is. So I want you to be aware and be in tune to what's really going on. Please like and subscribe. Be blessed.